Look down, sleep. That's it. Let it go. Let it. NASA is planning on going to Mars. And we've got you here, our first Martian, when I count to three. It's 1, 2, 3. Just sit up, open your eyes. Hey there, our first Martian. What's your first impression of the planet Earth here? What'd you have for breakfast this morning? It doesn't sound good. Did you like it?
All right, here's another one of these videos where you're forced to dig a little bit deeper than what it appears. Yes, the video was funny, right? It's hilarious. It's meant to be funny. However, something about this video to me is shocking, and I want you to think about it. You know, sometimes when people get in, wrecks and they have head trauma, right? They have head trauma and they wake up speaking a language they've never heard of and they've never spoken before in their entire life. Fluent, not just a couple words here or there. They speak it like it's their first language. I know all of you have heard cases like this. Well, what's to say that upon being hypnotized, that the language of literal Martian is coming out of this man? We laugh because it's funny and we think it's a joke, but how do we know that he really isn't speaking 100% authentic Martian? How do we know that for sure when we know for a fact that the mind is capable of such things as proven time and time and time again? This video is extremely interesting. Let me know what you think, as usual.
Is planning on going to Mars. And we've got you here, our first Martian, when I count to three. It's 1, 2, 3. Just sit up, open your eyes. Hey there, our first Martian. What's your first impression of the planet Earth here? What'd you have for breakfast this morning? It doesn't sound good. Did you like it?
So back in the 1100s, there was a plot to kill an emperor. The woman was caught. Her name was Tamamo no Mae, and she was caught. What they believed about her was that she was actually a demon or an evil spirit of a 9-tailed fox. So they killed her and trapped the spirit inside of a stone, volcanic stone. Later, that stone became known as the Killing Stone, and it was said to have killed anyone who came in contact with it. And this stone recently was split in two, so the people around that area are terrified that the spirit has been released. Now, one thing about the 9-tailed fox is that it is, it's huge over in China, Japan, North Korea, Vietnam, and it is basically known as a shapeshifter. Now, of course, details vary per culture, which is normal, but a couple of things that are in common is that it is a spirit that takes the shape of a beautiful woman, a shapeshifter, that takes the shape of a beautiful woman, seduces men, kills them, steals their energy and their soul. So when you compare the stories of a 9-tailed fox, a close relation is that of a succubus. Just me comparing, whether or not in any way, shape, or form they're related, who knows? But when there is the talk of a demon, the talk of a beautiful female, the talk of men not standing a chance and dying, the 9-tailed fox and the succubus kind of seem like they're more or less the same. And we know that cultures throughout history experience these same beings across the world, but they all have their own origin stories and their own tales about them. So to me, they're one and the same. But it's extremely interesting that around the same time that it is coming out that the CIA is behind Bitcoin and they're trying to, for whatever reason they have, make this a one world currency. For, again, whatever reason that they have, there is that. And then when you throw in, Ukraine and Russia possibly being the start of World War III, and now we have a demon who has escaped or was let out of their prison. This could be nothing. It could be juveniles breaking things, but one thing that I know about Japanese and their superstitions is they take them very seriously. So I know traditions are forgotten as time goes on, and it's very well could have been some kids just doing something for social media and they accidentally broke it, or maybe they broke it on purpose and it was, just vandalism. I mean, who knows? But the bottom line is that supposedly there is now a spirit that is roaming the earth free from prison. Throw in the other things that's going on in the world today. You decide if it's a coincidence, or you decide if you need to buy firearms and start stockpiling food and figuring out what to do when Armageddon happens. I'll leave that up to you. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because it's something that is on my mind, and hell, why not bear the burden, share the burden a little bit. So just let me know what you think about all of this, and hopefully it's all in my head, as usual. Scientists are proceeding to conduct a CT scan of a mummy. The team is also planning to carry out DNA analysis of the mummy to see if they can determine what animals, if any, it is made from. The researchers expect to publish the results of the research later this year. The roughly 12-inch long mummy features nails, teeth, and hair on its head. It also has scales on its lower body. The expression on the creature's face almost makes it look like as if the creature is screaming or grimacing. An old note in a box claims the mermaid was caught in a fishing net off of Shikoku, the smallest of Japan's islands, between 1736 and 1741. The mummy subsequently passed through the hands of different owners before the Injuan Temple eventually acquired it, although the circumstances of how this happened remain a mystery. So, just more strange things about the mummy is that it was worshipped for centuries due to its medicinal properties. Now, what those properties are, who knows? But it was also said to have the torso of a monkey sewed onto a fish's tail, potentially embellished with hair and nails from a human. So this could have just been some artist, 300 years ago. It could be I don't know what it could be, if it is real. But somebody took the time to mummify it, preserve it, pass it along, and apparently it has some sort of medicinal properties. I'll let you all decide what you think of this, but Japan, you guys are wilding out these last couple of days with the stories that's coming out of there. So we'll just have to wait and see what the DNA test says and just kind of go from there. But it's a strange story, man. It's a strange story coming out of Japan. Let me know what you think, as usual.
Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
The El Paso, Las Cruces communities.
Eastern Iowa communities.
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
We are concerned about trouble and irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.